Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is me, Mysterious Cameraman. Today I'm discussing Superman Solar. I'm like a month late on this, but as you know, I had an interesting summer. So we're gonna leave it at I was gone and now I'm back. I'm currently looking to see if there's anything interesting posters that I can do for the thumbnail while I'm talking. Yes, there are some actually pretty decent posters. Okay, let's talk. What can I say about Superman Solar? This fan film is really bad. This is I normally am very positive about fan films, and I know that. But this is, in my opinion, is not a good fan film. Again, and there are a lot of fan films that are low budget and not great, and I always say those are good because they're normally very good. This is really just not good. And I don't like saying that. I don't want to be like, oh, this fan film sucks. My only fan film that I made so far is really bad. The second one, the one that's coming out in September, isn't that bad, but first one is. So, before I get into really digging deep into this fan film, if you haven't already seen the official trailer or new trailer, whatever, for my own fan film, Captain America: The Taskmaster Trials, it's on my channel now, because it releases September 30th, so a month. Okay, let's talk about Superman Solar. This fan film is really interesting. It looks very high budgeted. I think it was $20,000 or something. I remember hearing it had a pretty big budget. And I remember back in June of 2022 when the Spider-Man Lotus controversy happened, someone was like, oh my god, this sucks, can't wait for Superman Solar. So that's when I Googled it and was like, oh, that's what Superman Solar is. This isn't good. Spider-Man Lotus had good qualities to it. It was still not great, and it wasted a lot of that money. And the only reason I can say that film's not great is because it had such a high budget and the people who made it aren't great people. This fan film looks very high budgeted, and it doesn't capture Superman. I did not like the character of Superman in this film. There were definitely some parts of this film that really caught me off guard. And the fan films that I normally connect to the most, I don't care if you have $0 to your budget and if it doesn't look good, because as long as it has a good story, it's going to at least get a pretty good review. And as long as it has decent acting, it's going to be pretty good. This does not have a good story or decent acting. The acting sucks and the story sucks. Yes, maybe the editing is pretty good. All the editing in this fan film is really good. But that's not saving this fan film. Is this fan film bad? Maybe. But it's not good. It's probably in the middle. What was my point? Okay, first, at 6 minutes into the film, there was this news report, and it was they're not from here, they don't get a say. And that caught me off guard a bit. That was a bit too, that was maybe a bit interesting if you can see where someone who put that out of context and see where that sounds wrong. And when I heard that, my brain kind of went, oop, maybe they could have rephrased that so it doesn't sound the way it sounds. And if you know what it kind of sounds like, and if you don't get it, watch the film and you'll see. Because it is definitely a bit too close for the bit close. Second, there's a point at the end of the film where Superman's like, okay, if you don't think life's gonna get better, I'll let you kill yourself. I'm laughing at this mostly because it's so stupid. In any world, can you imagine Superman saying, even in a Zack Snyder Superman film, the sequel, Superman is on a building with this kid, and he's like, hey, look, if you don't think it's getting better, I'll let you die. That isn't Superman. And he was also, there was that scene where he was being awkward on the phone. That was, terrible. I'm less awkward than that, and that's saying something. If Clark Kent can be more awkward than me, you are doing something wrong. This film, it really wanted, and then it did the thing that Origins, Voldemort Origin to the Air did, where they were like, oh no, they had to do this, and then they had a long talk with different scenes playing over the talk. And I don't like when fan films do that. I don't like it when half the fan films just two people talking through flashbacks. I feel like that's really useless. If they want to use flashbacks, fine, but don't make half the fan film just two people talking with fan films flashing before your eyes. Because it's not good. But there are better ways to do it. And this fan film's interesting, and I think it conveys the wrong message. I think if their message was Superman's a good person, that's not what this displayed. This displayed him as a bit rude, way too awkward. He said geeks were bad. He technically said that geeks and nerds were bad. He was going to let someone kill themselves. And also the news reporter said something that's a borderline, yeah. So, let's go into the 6 points. I haven't done 6 points in a long time. Directing. This fan film is not directed well. It actually is. It's directed decent. However, that shot on the building kept, switching, so you don't know which side the characters are actually standing on. And they kept, turning way too much, and it wasn't good. Also, the lighting in that scene was really bad. But besides that, it was decent. Editing was good. The editing in this was good. I can't really say anything about that. Acting in this was bad. None of the characters were playing themselves. The story in this was not good. There wasn't much of a plot. Choreography, there was not much, but it was pretty good when there was, and music was pretty good. Overall, this fan film was decent. I normally don't rip into fan films. I normally try to keep these reviews positive, and you can say what you want and be like, oh, you said this is bad, but then you made that. And I get that, but this fan film clearly had a budget. Again, I don't like ripping into, because normally, old, low-budget fan films aren't the best. I'm not going to lie about it. None of them are going to be the best fan films of all time. And a lot of them are very good, and then some of them do have issues. So I don't like ripping into them so much. But when a fan film has a budget, and it is, so, promoted and all that, that's when things definitely get interesting. And that's when I kind of start saying, whoa, is this actually good? So that's kind of where I can end this review. I don't see what else I really like to say. Also, just, this isn't me normally. Tomorrow I'm releasing another review, I think. I actually don't know. But I'm just really annoyed at this film. This is not a good fan film, and I'm annoyed at it. It doesn't have the heart of a fan film, and that's why I don't like this. Besides that, I don't have so much else to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already seen any trailer for my own fan film, Captain America: The Taskmaster Trials, it will release September 30th. And besides that, thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.